Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about GORP. What is GORP? And how is it helping build businesses here in Northwest Arkansas? So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with your friends or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. And Northwest Arkansas is by far the best place to live in America, and you can truly live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. But also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. It sounds exactly what it is. It's a starter pack for Northwest Arkansas. So it comes, what are the hospitals like? What are the schools like? What are some cool things to do here? What's the downtown life like? What are all the cities here? What's going on here? What's going on in Northwest Arkansas? So enter your information below, address, your name, where am I shipping this package? Literally a box, it comes right to your house. A little box, a little starter pack, comes right to your home. Enter your information below, I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And it is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below, address, the whole thing, and I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. All right, so today we're talking about GORP. Now, I have a little conspiracy theory. I think that they started with the name GORP and then worked their way backwards, but technically it stands for the Greenhouse Outdoor Recreation Program. I think they said, I want to make a program called GORP, and they went in reverse. That's just a theory, I don't know, but we're gonna call it GORP. And I may chuckle, I may laugh, but I'm gonna love it. So GORP is on their third actual time going through this program in Northwest Arkansas. So if you don't know what GORP is a incubator located in Northwest Arkansas, specifically with the entrepreneurship program of University of Arkansas. And so what they do is they take sometimes six, usually it's vary. They take six businesses, this time it's six businesses, and they actually put them through an incubator, a 12-week intensive program to help them get their businesses off, start actually producing stuff. So they give them $15,000, they give them all the intensive training they would need to actually, create this product and everything else. Usually, oftentimes it's seasoned entrepreneurs to some extent, or it's, the kind of in-between person that has some experience. They usually, there's actually a big vetting process, application process, sit-down process, application, the whole thing. They do a lot of intensive actual work to pick out these six, or whatever the case is, actual businesses to get them off the ground, because it's obviously a lot of resources, because in the actual program itself, they give them all the access to all the marketing, all the marketing professors, all the marketing stuff, any sort of supply chain stuff, any sort of, when it comes to product design, architecture, like any sort of thing when it comes to CPG stuff, like obviously consumer price goods, they put them through all of that stuff. So it's a massive amount of intensity to get them out this program working over the course of time. I actually was lucky enough to sit down with one of the actual GORP members called CloudPad, and essentially what they're doing, and this is kind of a cool thing. That's why I love innovation. I love Northwest Arkansas, because they get really innovative and creative with any sort of stuff, outdoor stuff. And so this specific product is based around rock climbing. I'm not a rock climber, so I had to be explained why this is important. So basically, when you go rock climbing and you're obviously we'll say freestyling up a rock, I guess without chains or, the potential for falling. What happens is they usually haul out mattresses there so that if you fall on the mattress, makes sense, you don't die. Great, or get seriously injured. So what they did design something called CloudPad. What it is essentially is this a thing you can crunch up, stick in your bag, and bring it somewhere. And they actually have it's almost like an air mattress, but really intense and really obviously designed for falling off of a cliff and landing on it so you don't get injured or die. And so I was thinking, why does this exist? Well, it makes so much sense. And so they obviously have all the things ready. They're going part of GORP, and they're bringing this product to actual market here very soon. So it's really cool to sit down with rock climbers in the area that have obviously done all this, and they see niches in the area, they see problems, they want to solve problems, and they bring it to GORP, and they actually get funding and get seed funding, and then get intensive training and get the product out to market. So stuff like that happens a lot of times in Northwest Arkansas. So I was able to sit down with one of the founders and kind of talk about that. So it's really cool to do that before this is all launched. So the obvious question is, how does this affect Northwest Arkansas? Why do these incubators make a big difference? And so the first thing when you talk about when it comes to why this is important is because the fact that, first thing with GORP specifically, and there are a lot of other incubators, startup companies, startup funders, all the different things that are bigger than just outdoor recreation. But we have one specifically for outdoor recreation because NWA is focused on the outdoors. Like I say on my channel all the time, it is a heavy focused outdoor community. Whether you're onto mountain biking, whether you're into running, whether you're into hiking, whether you're into rock climbing, whether you're into kayaking, whatever the case is, into whatever. we are so focused on the outdoors. And so I always encourage people that are moving down here that end up being trapped indoors a lot because, whether it's hot or cold, or it's just a sprawling city where there's nothing to do outside because it's just, you have to get in an Airbnb and you have to get into an Uber and travel somewhere. It's just a problem. Living in Northwest Arkansas, you really do live in the outdoors in your backyard oftentimes. And so that's why it's such a big deal here to have these companies be developed right here in NWA, is because we are solely focused on doing so many things outdoors because we do live, work, and play all in NWA. But it's really true that we spend a lot of time outdoors here in NWA. And the second reason why this is important to Northwest Arkansas, and this is more, we'll say, words behind doors sort of thing. A lot of times I end up going to like these founder meetings and entrepreneur events, and it's all really fun and cool. But oftentimes they talk about that they really do believe, and I agree with this one with them, that the next unicorn, we define unicorn, the next unicorn is coming out of Northwest Arkansas. So unicorn is a $1 billion company just across like the overall space of America. They really are trying to actually make the next unicorn in NWA. And so a lot of times that these startup founders see the potential of Northwest Arkansas, they see the talent that's coming here from across the world, honestly, and they know that there's just a startup founder in Northwest Arkansas currently at the moment with an idea that could potentially, be a $1 billion company. And so they're waiting for that, and so they obviously they want to fund these businesses to see what the next cool thing is, or a big thing is, or $1 billion company is. And so there's been a lot of talk behind doors, like what is going to be the next $1 billion company, or the $1 billion company that's going to come out of NWA. So they're excited to see that. I know that GORP is focused on that as well. A lot of these other funding companies are trying to, get product, obviously businesses out the door and out to market so they can see what the market wants, what the market can do, and just obviously start fueling these things to see what they can actually produce. And so that's the next big thing, is what unicorn is coming out of NWA. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking at homes around Northwest Arkansas, whether for rent or for sale, and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. So I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. Crazy concept, I know. So enter your information below: name, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, areas, where do you want to move to. Enter your information below to make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes to homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday I send an email out just kind of talking about all things NWA. What new music festivals are coming here, what new businesses are being started up here, what new events are happening in downtown Fayetteville, downtown Bentonville, downtown Rogers. If you want to keep up to date with all things NWA, enter your email below. I send an email out just kind of talking about that, all those different things every single Friday. Also, side note, you might get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the last reason why it's obviously important to do these things at NWA is the fact that we really have the proper grounding, the foundation to build a lot of companies in NWA, because we have an amazing CPG, so consumer packaged good area, Walmart. We have amazing any sort of entrepreneurship program, Walton Business School. We have all sorts of transportation, JB Hunt. And we have anything when it comes to supply chain, both Walmart and JB Hunt. And we have so many suppliers that work with Walmart, JB Hunt, and Tyson that are here locally in Northwest Arkansas, because they have to really have a ton of employees here to work directly with these massive companies. And so a lot of times, like, there are so many businesses and companies here that branch off of those things or get bought out or work directly with, that it is a great area to build a business, whether you're in coffee, whether you're into consumer goods, whether you're into actual physical products, whether you're into online space. There are so many ways to build a business in Northwest Arkansas that it draws so many people here because they see the potential. They see things like GORP that are actually, funding these businesses to get them off the ground. And that's just one of many. But like, they see things like GORP happening and they're like, if I'm gonna move my business, or if I'm going to, build a business, Northwest Arkansas is by far the best place to do it. That's what they're thinking, not me. I didn't say it, they did. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.